What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from my NHL show. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. But most importantly, let's keep some giant cashers coming, baby. Let's get to work. 4 games on this Friday schedule, and I've only bet 2 of them. The 2 of the -1s I have not bet yet. One I'm waiting for a better line, and the other one hasn't come out yet. So let's attack, shall we? We start 9 p.m. Eastern. Minnesota Wild at Arizona Coyotes. The Wild are 12-7-1 on the year, 7-4-1 on the road. Coyotes 10-9-3, 6-6-3 at home, and we're in Glendale, Arizona. Arizona opened up as plus 118 dogs and quickly became bigger dogs. So plus 125 right now, and that's with the bet 365 opener. Let me just make sure that that's all set up there. And there we go. So I was a little surprised. Now, I understand that situationally, with the Wild coming off of a wake-up call delivered by the Vegas Knights, the Coyotes coming off a win in LA, that it might be an okay spot for the Wild. But I still think that gamblers are going to gravitate to this home underdog. So when I saw the Minnesota Wild at -145, I thought, wait, I expect that I can get a better line, and we'll see if that works out for me. In goal, I need Kaapo Kähkönen. We just watched how bad Cam Talbot looked in the 2-game series against Vegas. The second game of that series, I was fully expecting Kähkönen to be in goal and was extremely upset to see Talbot in there. Talbot 4-3-1, 2.73 goals against average, 910 save percentage. Kähkönen 8-4-0. 2.41 goals against average, 915 save percentage. He's the reason why they let Alex Daylock go. So that's a very important part in this bet. I really want Kaapo Kähkönen in the lineup or between the pipes. In net for the Coyotes will be Antti Raanta. I expect it'll be Antti Raanta. If it's Aiden Hill, all the better for me. Antti Raanta has not looked good until this past game in LA, and we'll get to that a little more when we break down each team individually. On Antti Raanta, 3-1-1, 3.59 goals against average, 907 save percentage, 0 shutouts. The Wild power play has hurt them badly, and hard to believe that they could be 12-7-1 with the power play that's sitting at 7.6%. I expected when Matt Zuccarello came off from injury that not only would it spark their offense and spark Kaapo Kaprizov, their Russian sniper, but I thought it would spark their power play, and that hasn't come to fruition. Their penalty killing is very strong, what you would expect from a Minnesota Wild team, 83.1%. Dean Evison doing a nice job there. The Coyotes' power play hurt them badly last year. It's looked quite good this year. I didn't understand why it was so bad last year. They have snipers up front. They have real nice puck-moving defensemen on the back end. And now they're showing it. They're hitting at 21.1% power play. And their penalty killing is strong too, 81.3% penalty killing. Their special teams are good. The Coyotes' special teams are good. And a lot of that you can thank Rick Tocchet for. Let's talk about the Wild first. Given a rude awakening from the Vegas Golden Knights on Monday and Wednesday, and so was I. It cost me money. I thought that the Wild were going to send a message to the Vegas Golden Knights, and I was right for the first 53 minutes of that series and very wrong for the next 67 minutes. They rolled into Vegas, winners of 6 straight. They were up 4-2 with 7 minutes left before losing 5-4 in overtime. So when it was 53 minutes into this series, outscoring Vegas 4-2. Then the next 67 minutes, they were outscored, or I should say 72 because there's 5 minutes of overtime. They were outscored 8-1. Now, things haven't changed from the way I see this club. I see them as having excellent depth. At forward, they have scores in Kaprizov and Zuccarello, snipers. They have size. Jordan Greenway, 6'6". Nick Bukestad, 6'6". Marcus Foligno, 6'3". Nico Sturm, 6'3". Victor Ask, 6'2". They have leadership in Zach Parise, who was a healthy scratch in Game 2. Now, he was on the ice for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I don't have the exact number, but for way too long on that tying goal in Game 1 to move the game into overtime. And I expect him to bounce back like the leader he is. He doesn't sulk. Taught by his excellent, one of the best wingers in NHL history, his dad. And I expect him to step up here in this situation, be the leader that he's taught to be. Healthy scratch for the first time in 9 years. since he's come to his hometown Wild. Their defense is very strong. Ryan Suter and Jared Spurgeon are the 6th-ranked number 1 D unit in the league right now. It would be 7th if Ryan Ellis wasn't hurt and the Yossi pairing dropped off. Their second line of Jonas Brodin and Matthew Dunbar, the 5th-ranked number 2 defensive unit in the league, and I think they're better than that. Their third line, Carson Soucy and Ian Cole, are the 8th-ranked third unit in the league. What does that give you? A strong defense. Cam Talbot was atrocious in those 2 games, and I don't trust him. I mean, he's bounced around the league. You don't bounce around the league like that if you're a quality netminder. So I don't want them on the road at minus 145. So I will wait. And I have a strong belief that I'll get a better line. People gravitate to home dogs, and that's what the Coyotes are. So I'd be shocked if I don't get a better line tomorrow. Let's talk about these Coyotes. They had 3 days off after losing at home in back-to-back nights to the Colorado Avalanche. They bounced back in a 3-2 win at LA on Wednesday night. They were outshot 42-23. I'll continue, and I faded them and lost. I'll continue to stick to this idea that this is an easy team to play against, the team I want to bet against. Antti Ranta delivered a much-needed improved performance. He had allowed 5 goals in back-to-back games. He will need to continue to step up with Darcy Kemper dealing with the lower body injury. I continue to believe this forward group, albeit it has skill, can be pushed around and bullied. Look at their top 4 scorers. Connor Garland, 5'10". Phil Kessel, 6 feet. Christian Dvorak, 6 feet. Clayton Keller, 5'10". Only Phil Kessel clears 200 pounds, and that's mostly tits. Their defense in Chychrun, Goligoski, Ekman Larson are good, mobile, have size. Their defense is the best part of this team. I expect the Coyotes to get bet. There's things against this Minnesota Wild team. They've lost 2 straight. There's the idea of the Vegas flu. Now, I know that's changed a little bit in the pandemic, but there's an idea that they may have partied in Vegas when they were finished up. But I'll take my chances and bet against the Coyotes tonight and often this year. That is my first game on the card, Minnesota Wild -1.